Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you had a wonderful day. I've got a few messages for you. There was a lot of talk going on and I wasn't going to record because there was so much talk going on. And like, I don't want to repeat everything you're saying. But then somebody said, you have revision, which is a correction. Something is being reformatted or has been. There's a change. And division, a younger masculine said, which is a separation, to be divided, disunity. Revision and division. So it's like they think that maybe they've got a revision and that there's a division. Are they hopeful that somebody got separated? Because the next thing that was said, they're gifted. Did you bind them? So it sounds to me like they believe that they were able to reformat or change somebody's destiny. It seems to me here that they feel that they have caused a separation between a couple of people. They're being asked if they were bound. Did you bind them? So take that as it resonates. It could also be that they have received revision and as though their destiny has changed. And it could be that they're getting divided, a great separation, because later in the thing, they were talking about parallel universes. There's a whole group of nihilist masculines doing binding magic on gifted stars and suns. They want to obtain the merchandise of these ones, which is their life force, essence, and vitality. These ones, they can only appear as though they are enlightened if they can gain possession or permission to play in and tamper with the energy, to essentially harvest it, to own it. They're asking if she is clairvoyant. Dang it, I didn't look that up. There's a whole bunch of those things. You know, you got clairaudience, clairvoyance. Let's look it up real quick. Clairvoyant. Oh, a supernatural ability to perceive events in the future or beyond normal sensory contact. Well, then I guess, you know, a lot of folks have that. It's called, you know, many people call it intuition. So I guess they want to know if you are like a looking glass. Can you perceive what the future holds? They're saying that they have some sort of a formula. Can't really suck so much out of it, he said. These ones are tampering with an old wound. Like they have had implements in the etheric bodies within the temple, the flesh temple, and they've been draining, sucking off the life force out of it. And you know, it's not a pleasant feeling, and I'm not the only one who's experienced this. So they're saying that they can't really suck much out of it. It's like they're tampering with an old wound. They used to harvest the energy out of a star or sun being. They're picking at it. Pick. They're trying to pick open the wound, and they just can't get much out of it. It's healed and protected. Oh, so you're getting ready to attack me tomorrow, someone said. which would be today. Now, I don't know, because this didn't sound like a one of these nihilists. It sounded like one of the divine chiming in, saying, you know, like they picked up on something that I wasn't picking up on. Or maybe they were exclaiming to somebody else something that they picked up on, because the next thing that was talked about was the White House. And they said, if you set them at my table, it's like he'll what? Slip them a Mickey, put something in their drink. They were supposed to, someone said, but apparently they didn't. Chiropractor was mentioned. And the curator spoke and said, I nominate So it's like these ones have been trying to find a female that they can get their, their immaculate birth, or a warrior queen, or whatever the heck their prophecy is about. So they're trying to nominate something for that. They could be trying to nominate somebody to come in and mess with you. And then at 4:44 a.m., I started thinking about the time number, 4:44, and what it meant about angelic protection. And then I lost the actual message. So that was a bummer. There was something about overhead, which are the costs of running a business, fixed expenses, or it could be something up in the sky. Someone has been evicted. So it could have been from a home, from a business building, or perhaps from the planet. Take it as it resonates. This curator and their friends are talking about some sort of violation. And it sounded like they were being accused in court. They keep talking about the elements of life, the building blocks of the living. Mad scientists tinkering with genetic codes and living vital force of others without permission. It's like they've broken some sort of universal law. They're being found in violation. There's a parallel universe, and it sounds like a separation is occurring, which is why this revision, which is a format or a change, and division, a separation or disunity. It's like there's a parallel universe that the Most High is creating, and this separation is occurring. And, I heard the divine say, if you want to put violence in the world, violence you shall have. And it's like there's this parallel universe that's going to be, like they've said, pure destruction and stuff. And some folks are going there, and some folks aren't. They're looking for some sort of confirmation regarding this parallel universe. So I don't know if they've looked into some future or something about that. And then the curator mentioned Jeffrey Epstein. So I don't know if this is being brought up in court. There's a story there. There's spiritual court happening, and there's all kinds of, there's like, these ones are being found to be in violation of the living elements. The living elements, which are basic elements that make up life, or perhaps life itself is a living element, and they've been messing with this CRISPR technology, this mad scientist crap. Anyway, they were talking about Jeffrey Epstein. So then I had a visual of a masculine profile, the left side of his face. He was shaking his head no. And he said something, da 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 da, or I'd be dead. So it's like he received assistance, or someone couldn't see through his illusion, or somebody didn't find something out, or maybe he just didn't participate in something, so he wasn't found guilty. I don't know. Kyro was mentioned. Now, Kyro, Kyro, is a victorious one, or master. Then there is Kyro, I think that's how you spell it or say it, Kairos, is an opportune time, a moment or a season, such as a harvest time. God's appointed time for something to occur, an opportunity to serve God, or a moment of divine intervention. And we really are, I feel, have experiencing divine intervention right now in a lot of ways. Then Spirit Divine said to me, or whoever, you saw many advances, which could be breakthroughs. You know, maybe you broke through a lot of barriers. Maybe you witnessed a lot of arrivals, or maybe there were a lot of advances made on you, like approaches, discoveries. Could have been improvements or promotions, or, you know, planned offensive attacks. Take it as it resonates. Maybe all of those you saw, which is why there's so many, because there's you know, people coming at you, and then you moving forward despite that, and all of that. So these adversaries, or these enemies, they're in the dark without the merchandise of the earth angels, which is their light and their life force vitality. They didn't harvest. The harvest didn't go well. God stepped in and said, you know what, we're fed up with this business, and we're gonna have a change right now. So these ones, the Nihilists, are stalking the earth angelics now in the hope that they can obtain them and their life force energy and take it over there to the parallel universe, or to just use it, dress up in it, and then stay here while they throw this other person in the parallel universe. I don't know. And then right after I got out of bed this morning, I heard the Golden Globe. And instantly I thought of the globe and just bright beams of light coming off of it, you know, shooting out into the universe. And these ones, I really do believe, you know, one of the reasons why they have been keeping us so dim, you know, is because they didn't want all this light to shoot out into the universe. But it sounds also like they're going to be able to get just what they wanted, you know, a very dim universe, while the light beings are being moved into a different parallel universe. Well, I don't know who's being moved, but somebody's being moved. Yeah. So, yeah, the impression of all organic life coming online, shining brightly like the sun. The planet filled with this vital force called life, light, and living energy. I thought about actors and actresses who have been getting awarded the Golden Globe, right? Or some kind of a status. Yeah, it's like they were being given this Golden Globe as some kind of a status, like their movies gained the most attention and energy production, you know, pushed to it by humans. And I think that's why having $1 million movies is like the big thing, because that's a lot of energy sitting there being entertained by this movie. I mean, a couple hours or more, they're there and they're just all emotionally, energetically entwined with this show. And whoever gains the most money gains the most energy, right? It's wealth. And then they get the Golden Globe, because what are the people doing? They're sitting in a theater for a couple hours or more, and they're giving all their vital force to this movie, which goes to them, rather than getting out of the theater, up off their couch, outside, or at least in the yard, and thinking about, you know, something other than an actor or an actress playing a role, you know, like, you know, what's that wind doing? It's filling my body. It's revitalizing my blood cells. It's carrying oxygen to what flows in me and gives me life. And not only that, it wraps me up like a blanket and moves, caressing my skin. You know, why don't people think about that? I don't know. They're entertained by movies. So anyway, the actors and the actresses get this Golden Globe Award when the energy should be going to the Mother Earth, you know, and to the vital force that is flowing within us, so that we can come online and say, bing, and shine out to the universe. But instead, all that shininess is going to the TV, or to the TV screen, or the movie screen, or whatever, you know, and it's just a waste of energy as far as I'm concerned. And I think that people should, you know, reclaim their Golden Globe. And I think that's what's happening. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I hope that this clarifies something you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.